Hello guys and welcome here to the Daytona International Raceway for pole qualifying. Here we go. The first car is going to roll out. This includes all the guys who just made the field last night for this session. So the top 7 as you see on your screen: Johnny Gardner, Tyler Rattray, Ryan Butcher, Sean R., Diego Yepes, Phoebe Iwata, and Richard Kinghart are all going to be in the session with the top 33 guys. And they'll have 15 minutes to lay down a fast time. After that, we will go down to 12. So the top 12 will advance to the next round. And the top 3 of these go or go homers, such as Kinghart and Iwata, will lock into the field for the Great American Race. So after today, we'll have 36 guys locked in, guaranteed. There's Audra Baranowskis. Yes, I did remember the name this time. She's on her way out for GMS. There's Luigi Octavo, Charles Sanford, Christopher Choi, and Gustavo Arocha. These guys are all going to be in kind of a group draft, so this should help them out quite a bit. Jay Jefferson and Greg Torres got a little bit of a two-car tandem going. Phoebe Iwata is going to have a little draft from Thomas E. Lucere, who moves over from Furniture Row Racing to the Joe Gibbs Toyota to replace Angel Navarro. Nate Rattray is also back there with the number 15. And Phoebe Iwata is the quickest at the moment with a 47.329. By the way, if I'm mispronouncing any names, please let me know. And that's likely to change. See the 38 coming out on track. And these guys will get a draft going. Fifth for Phoebe Iwata. Who is currently the fastest? That would be the 15. Now the 19, correction, of Joe Jefferson. 46.215. Now the 42, Tony Green, and the 13 of Steve Morgan to the top of the boards. Let's ride on board with 13, just see how close these guys are. You can see that there's almost no space between the bumpers right now as they're going over 200 miles an hour. Yeah, take a look at that. They are getting so close to each other. As Kinghart briefly went to the top of the boards, the 13 now the quickest, and Kinghart could be in a good position to lock into the field in this round. The 51 Tyler Rattray could also be in a good position. Look on down, the bubble is currently held by the 37, that is Eli Bright. So let's check in on Johnny Gardner now in that number 6. He is currently 22nd quick. 23rd quick now. 51 Tyler Rattray is in 16th. This is going based on their times. Ryan Butcher is in 9th quick, and he's actually the second fastest of the go-or-go homers right now. So if the session ended at the moment, he would lock into the field for the Daytona 500. That would be great for RSS Racing. Being a small team, Sean Ard is 12th. Might move up a little here. Yes, he will, to 6th. He is now the quickest of the go-or-go homers. Double zero, Diego Yepes would also lock into the field in 7th if the session ended right now. DB Iwata with the Motorsports Group and Johnny Davis, 34th fastest. She may have to race her way in via the Can-Am duels on Thursday unless she can pick up her speed. We got a new quickest as we were just going through the go-or-go homers. And that's the 3 of Hillary Sanchez. And then we mentioned the 92. We're just going to highlight him before we go. Look at that. 21st at the moment for RBR and the 92. And now our current fastest is Hillary Sanchez in that number 3. They got a huge drafting group going right now. And it's only going to get faster as Alexander Rowe just jumped into the top 3. Keep in mind, we got to keep an eye on that bubble right now. And the 95 is now on the bubble. Keep in mind, the 95, William Brock, they are locked in the field based on the owner points from Tommy Baldwin's championship team last year. So because they acquired the Tommy Baldwin assets, they will be locked in for the 500 in the next 2 races after that. Richard Johnson trying to keep with these guys in that 93. New manufacturer for Season 3 in Toyota. And Team Velocity trying to get into the round of 12. Round number 2 of qualifying. Johnny Gardner's dead ahead. These guys, but he's not getting much going in this session. Double Zero is on track to lock in today. The VRX Simulator's Camaro, currently the fastest of the go-or-go homers. And it looks like Diego Yepes, if he can stay where he is right now, he's not only going to lock into the field, he's going to have a chance to qualify for the pole in the next round. So that will be very interesting. Oh boy, these guys have caught a huge wad of cars. With less than 6 minutes remaining, your current quickest is Hillary Sanchez. She might be on the pit lane. Nope, she's still on track. These guys are trying to get the most. The next session is 5 minutes, by the way. So it'll only be 5 minutes for the next session. Right now we want to go back up to the Double Zero. Highlight him. But as we look on down, the bubble is held by the 13. The next fastest go homer is that number 10, Sean Ard. He's your second quickest go homer at the moment, and he would also lock in the field. Despite missing the second round of qualifying, he'd lock in the field based on time and speed. The next guy who would lock in is that number 39 of Ryan Butcher. So as it stands, those three would lock in to the Daytona 500 if they can just hold their positions. Back up front though, Hillary Sanchez still the quickest. But let's take a look at that bubble. That's the position we need to watch. And that is the 13 of Steve Morgan. The 12th spot at the moment. And he's going to need a little more help than the 42 of... Shoot, sorry, my mouse acted up. The 42 of Tony Green. He's going to need a little more help than that. And I was right, because now the 00 is on the bubble of Diego Yepes. But now this is one huge pack, and I'm a little nervous to see what happens here. Because a pack this big, if they wreck, these guys all have to go to backup cars. We don't want to think of that. For a team like Starcom just starting out in the Jello Cup, they don't want to wreck out in this session. Richard Kinghart coming back out. He's looking to make another run. I believe the 24 just jumped in the top 10. No, he's been there actually. Took me that long to notice. But there's James Qualls in 6th. This is a guy who had a rough Season 2. He wants to rebound in Season 3 with Hendrick. And he could have a chance of doing that with the Exalta Camaro. And this pack is now scattering with 2 minutes left in the session. I think Hillary Sanchez just pulled it on the pit lane. Nope, she's still out there. Sorry, I thought she was in that pack. I make more mistakes than Marty Reed for the new guys. At 3 up top the boards, that's nothing new here at Daytona. As we look on down the list, that bubble is now held by Sean Ard. He's now the fastest of the go or go homers. This 10 team missed the race here last year, so it's quite refreshing to see them up top. The speed charts for the go or go homers. 00 would also lock in on his time and speed. Look a little further down the list and it's the 39 still. Of Ryan Butcher, but now he's got the 40 with them. And I think the 40 just jumped up in to the 500. No. But she knows she's got to pick up her time and speed. This may be the last lap to do it. If you're Phoebe Iwata, this is the lap that matters. You can tell they are trying to find some speed. Right now they know this is their last chance to get in the Daytona 500 for today. Otherwise it's the Can-Am duels tomorrow. Otherwise the 10, the 00 will lock in. Same thing for the 51. They know this is their chance. 39 and 28. The time they got to beat is a 45.172. It is accomplishable. $45.106. Did they do it? Yes. 40 is in the field. Phoebe Iwata will lock in to the Daytona 500 as the session ends. So moving on to the second round, Hillary Sanchez, Benjamin Crouch, Eli Bright, Alex Rowe, Jay Jefferson, James Qualls, Greg Torres, Brady Wormnest, Daniel Voiles, Tim Randolph, William Brock, and Sean Ard. The first of the Go or Go homers is in 12th, and he will advance to the next round and the Daytona 500 as well. Now the Go or Go homers, Sean Ard, Diego Yepes, and Phoebe Iwata will all lock into the Daytona 500. As we look on down the list, looking at the guys who must race their way in now based on the Can-Am duels, Ryan Butcher is one in the RSS Racing Chevrolet. Let's see. Sorry, I'm looking. The 51, Tyler Rattray, will have to race his way in. Sorry guys, I'm drawing blanks. I don't know who else. Unless I missed one up ahead. Sorry, we're going to get this all sorted out. In the meantime, we'll be back for round number 2 right after this. Welcome back here. Here's the round of 12. So I want to make a correction based on the last round. So it was not the 40 that advanced. It was the 6 of Johnny Gardner. The 6 of Johnny Gardner will lock into the Daytona 500. Once again, the 6, the 40, the 39, the 51, and the 92 will all have to race their way in now in the Can-Am duels at Daytona. 78 is the first guy to roll out. This is only a 5-minute session, so these guys know they got to get going early if they want a chance. And Benjamin Crouch wastes no time getting out on the track. In his 78. There goes William Brock now in the 95 for Levine Family Racing. Keep in mind now, this is for the pole. There's nothing to hold back. Here comes Hillary Sanchez. She was the fastest in session 1. Sean Ard, the only Go or Go homer to advance to this session. He now has a chance at the pole. 66, Tim Randolph. The 17, Daniel Voiles. The 47, Greg Torres. 24, James Qualls with the chance for the pole with the iconic number 24. Now here comes the 38 off the pit lane as Brady Wormnest. Alexander Rowe, Eli Bright, Jay Jefferson yet to come off the pit lane. Let's watch Hillary Sanchez take lap number 1 here, I should say. We'll ride on board with her. She was the quickest of the Go or Go homer, or she was the quickest of the top 12, I should say, in session 1. Quickest actually in session 1. It's going to be all about who gets formed in the draft quicker. 47.513. That is second quickest for the 3. The 10 of Sean Ard. He is third at the moment as we open up the list. 78, Benjamin Crouch. Now the 17 of Daniel Voiles goes to the top. These two are in a tandem. These two could potentially take the pole. James Qualls now in third. And these two need to get lined up again. Oh, they almost touch. In fact, I think they did. And here we go. They are lined up once again. James Qualls to the top of the boards. 46.063. He is now the fastest. And here we go. We'll see what he does this lap. I don't think Jay Jefferson's used to this kind of drafting. No, it's a rookie behind the wheel, keep in mind. So he's obviously not used to the drafting work here. 78 though with the final seconds of the session coming up here. And the 66 isn't going to turn a lap. Here we go. Can the 78 take down the 24? Yes! 17 on the pole. Daniel Voiles to the top. And actually the 66 is going to get a lap, and once they do, we'll call it a session. No, they won't actually. So the 66, Tim Randolph, will not get a lap in. He will start in 12th here. So Daniel Voiles, Benjamin Crouch, James Qualls, Jay Jefferson, Brady Wormness, Greg Torres, Sean Ard, Hillary Sanchez, Eli Bright, William Brock, Alexander Rowe, and Tim Randolph round out your top 12. Starting on the front row will be the 17 of Daniel Voiles and the 78 of Benjamin Crouch. The two vets will lead us to the field on Sunday. We'll be back here on Tuesday for Can-Am dual practice, and then on Thursday. Sorry guys. And then we'll be back here on Tuesday, or on Thursday, for the Can-Am duel. Until then, goodbye everyone.